This podcast holds nothing sacred. This is Life, Tech, and Sundry. And what is Sundry? It's our experiences put in a melting pot to the internet. So join us on this wild ride called the LTS Podcast. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. Over. Hey there, dear listeners. This is Marcos Lopez, and welcome to this episode of Out of Office, brought to you by the LTS Podcast. I've been doing many of these out of office themed specifically, and I've been going through the big continents that I felt like merited to be shared. Obviously, I'm lacking a lot of them. I know that there's at least the Americas. And there's the European, there's the Asian, there's the African, there's the Oceanic. There's a bunch of continents that I'm missing. Obviously, I just did 3. But with that, obviously, I'm an American, and I want to do a special segment of the United States of America. I want to call this one Tech Evolved, the U.S. Genesis. Tech Evolved, the U.S. Genesis, from tubes to tweets. Again, my name is Marcos Lopez. This is the LTS Podcast, Out of Office Edition. You already know where to find me. Links in the description. And with less chattiness about myself, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this episode. From vacuum tubes to viral tweets, decoding the American tech genesis. Boy, get ready, buckle up. The United States Eagle Sound, crucible of innovation, where the rhythmic chug of steam engines yielded to the silent, data-dense hum of server farms. But how did this transformation unfold? From the frantic staccato of the telegraph to the early fluent prose of AI, the American tech saga is a roller coaster of visionary minds, audacious gambles, and the occasional spectacular digital tumble. Let's slide in on a journey through time, from the first sparks of industry to the lightning fast algorithms of today's digital frontier, highlighting the unique contributions of different states and regions of the United States of America. With first, we have the early foundations, the seeds of industrial might in the late 18th and 19th century. I know this is nothing compared to Asia and Europe, but this is and the continent of the Americas as a whole, but this is just the country of the US. So, let's go in, starting with the late 18th and 19th centuries. The Industrial Revolution's force. The Industrial Revolution's forge. Starting in Pennsylvania, with the steam engine, the advancements by Oliver Evans, the early industrial centers in Philadelphia, and the rise of coal mining. Then you have Massachusetts, the textile industry innovations such as Lowell Mill, the precision manufacturing by Springfield Armory, and early experiments with interchangeable parts. Of course, can't forget about New York with the Erie Canal, the construction, this development of the telegraph by Samuel Morse, and the growth of as a commercial hub. Oh yeah, the times that I've been in there, you can see the history of how they grew from moving cattle, from being a colony, from having native people there. There's so much history there. Obviously, it's a very small island, but the state itself, it's not just the island of New York City. I'm just talking about the city though right now. It's incredible. The focus of this time frame is the mechanization of labor, laying the groundwork for future technological leaps. In short, in one sentence, a time of heavy machines changing the landscape of the US. Then you have the late 19th and early 20th centuries actually. The electrification and the dawn of communication. Starting with New Jersey, the Garden State. Thomas Edison and its company in Menlo Park Laboratories innovations in electricity generation and distribution and the development of the phonograph. Then you go across the Mississippi to California. A hop, skip, and a jump, if you will, sarcastically obviously. The rise of the film industry, also known as Hollywood. The early experiments with aviation, such as Glenn Curtiss, and the developments of the hydroelectric power. Then you have Michigan, with the rise of the automotive industry with Henry Ford, the mass production techniques, and the growth of Detroit as an industry center for vehicles and technology in general. The focus of this time frame is the rapid advancements in communication and energy distribution, the reshaping of daily life, basically. In short, in a simple sentence, start of connecting people and powering homes. Then you have the digital age. The digital age ascends from mainframes to microchips. In the mid-20th century, the computing revolution's genesis, starting in Pennsylvania with ENIAC, the first electronic general-purpose computer, developed at the University of Pennsylvania. Then you have New Jersey with the Bell Labs and the invention of the transistor, laying the foundation for modern electronics. Then you have California with the rise of Silicon Valley, early semiconductor companies such as Fairchild Semiconductors and the development of integrated circuits. The focus of this time frame is the government-funded research, such as DARPA, driving innovation during wartime and the Cold War. This is, unfortunately, because of war, the US got really into the tech branch, aside from everything else, the industrialization and all those things. In short, if you want to summarize this time frame, it's the birth of the computer and the foundations for Silicon Valley. Then you have the 1970s through the 80s with the personal computing uprising, kicking it off in California with the Homebrew Computer Club, the rise of Apple Computer with Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, and the development of the personal computer. Then you have Washington. Not Washington, D.C., but Washington State, that's located on the West Coast. You have the rise of Microsoft with Bill Gates and Paul Allen. Then you have the development of software for personal computers and the growth of the software industry. Then you go back to the East Coast with Massachusetts, with the early video game developments such as Atari, the advancements in computer graphics, and the growth of the technology sector around Boston. This time frame can be focused as making computers accessible to individuals and businesses, fueling the software industry. In a single sentence, in a single blurb sentence, you can say a brief summary. Computers leave the lab and enter the home. Then you have the 90s with the internet explosive growth. Again, California, in the early development of the internet, aka the ARPANET, 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 is the rise of the internet companies such as Netscape, Yahoo, and the .com boom. we slide into Washington State. Growth of online retail such as Amazon. If you probably haven't heard it, it's a little company, with the development of search engines. Another small company called Google, and the expansion of the technology sector. A new state has slid into this, Texas, with the growth of the telecommunications industry, with the development of internet infrastructure and the rise of technology centers in Austin and Dallas. The focus of this time frame is the rapid expansion of internet access, leading to the dot-com boom and the bust, of course, which is like a 10-year frame, and the rise of open source. In short, the summary of this time frame can be the World Wide Web changes everything. Now we go into the modern tech era. Social, mobile, and intelligent. With the 2000s, the social and mobile convergence. Again, we go with California. The rise of social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Development of the smartphone, aka Apple, and the growth of mobile applications. Then you have Washington State. The continued dominance of Microsoft in software, growth of cloud computing, Amazon's web services, and the expansion of the technology sector. Of course, New York slides in, can't forget. Growth of the media and entertainment industry, the development of online advertising, and the rise of social media marketing. Then there's the focus of this time frame is the internet becomes social and mobile, transforming communication and information sharing. Like me doing it right now. Hells yeah. Summary of this time frame is social networks connect the world. And then there's the 2010s, the data-driven revolution. Again, California. Continued leadership in AI and machine learning, such as Google and Facebook, have a growth of big data analytics and the rise of sharing economy. Such as Uber and Airbnb. Then there's the Massachusetts. The advancements in biotechnology and life sciences, the growth of research institutions and universities, and the development of robotics. Of course, can't forget about Washington State. The continued dominance in cloud computing with Microsoft Azure. Then there's the growth of the aerospace industry with Boeing. Not in good standing right now, but it's still growing. And the expansion of the technology sector. The focus of this time frame is the harnessing vast amounts of data, driving innovation in various sectors, and the rise of the gig economy. In short, data becomes the new oil. Now we are in the 2020s till present, the age of AI and beyond. California again, starting to notice a trend here, dear listener. The continued advancements in AI, such as OpenAI and Google, the development of autonomous vehicles, and the growth of the space industry, aka SpaceX. Then you have New York with the growth of financial technology or fintech industries, the development of AI applications in finance and healthcare, and the rise of ethical AI initiatives. Then you can't forget about Texas again, with the expansion of the technology sector in Austin and Dallas, the growth of renewable energy industries, and the development of smart city initiatives. The focus of this time frame, hopefully, is the integrating AI into daily life. Yes, there's a lot of ads for that. Addressing ethical challenges and exploring new frontiers. In short, the brief summary for this time frame is AI begins to change how we live. And that's the present time for the United States right now. And so, we stand at the precipice of the future, a world where AI's potential and quantum computing mysteries beckon. Looking back, the American tech story is a symphony of human ingenuity, a relentless quest for progress, and a testament to the entrepreneurial spirit. As we ponder the first flickering light bulb and grapple with the ethical dilemmas of AI, and one truth remains. The next chapter is being written now, and it will be as transformative as those that preceded it. Will we navigate the challenges with wisdom and foresight, ensuring technology serves humanity? Only time and perhaps a very well designed algorithm will tell. Some recommended readings for you, or resources if you want to follow up on that, is The Innovators by Walter Isaacson, Where Wizards Stay Up Late by Katie Hafner and Matthew Lyon, The Computer History Museum Archives. You can look at those online. It's actually a website. Obviously, this timeline is just a snippet with highlights. There's a lot more just in the United States and then the world, obviously. There's a bunch of more stuff out there. This is just my highlight reel that I wanted to share with you. Whoever didn't know, this is what was going on, that you lived through it, that I lived through it, that everyone lived through it. And it was just scratching my brain, and I wanted to do a little bit or a lot of research and share it with you. But yeah, as of the time of this recording, a lot of things are going on out there. They're not scary, they're just unknown. Maybe a little bit scary. But yeah, I think that marks the end of this episode of LTS Out of Office edition. My name is Marcos Lopez. If you want to leave a comment, or anything by that matter, links are in the description wherever you found this episode. May that be on YouTube or your podcast player. So again, once again, love you guys. Stay frosty.